So if you have ever felt like the bigger friend, I'm gonna share a little bit of my fitness journey. I've been this height since I was 11. I am almost 5'8". I remember being 13 and I was already like hitting the 150s, 160s. And I grew up a very long time in Hawaii. And I remember we were all getting weighed in PE and everyone was like, oh my God, like I'm 120, like I'm 110. And I'm like, oh yeah, like, you know, I'm Big Mama. And like it's little stuff like that you don't want to let it bother you, but it does subconsciously. And that took a really big toll on me. I had moved back to the mainland. I lived in Virginia, but at that time, there was no Chick-fil-A's in Hawaii, like at all. So I got a job there as my first job. And in my first 2 months of working there, I gained 50 pounds. You know, already feeling like the bigger friend, being much taller than everyone for a majority of my life, and already being at that weight, and then being close to 200 pounds at 16, like I was not feeling great. And it didn't help that I had the haircut of a 40-year-old lesbian. I just had a lot of stuff that was really eating away at me. And I remember I was trying to work out and I was trying to outwork a bad diet. And it didn't work because it doesn't work. And then I got fired from Chick-fil-A. And I was like, okay, like I want to lose weight, like whatever the heck. And I remember that I was running a mile every day and I was doing an hour's worth of cardio directly after, and I was eating 800 calories. I was having like 2 eggs and orange, like some fucking bullshit, you know, nothing sustainable. And I lost the weight really quickly and I was like, oh my God, like this is so simple. Like if I do this and that, like weight's gone. And so now I have this coupled with the weight loss, coupled with me getting male validation. And I was like, oh my God, like I'm the fucking it girl. I think when you truly win in a fitness journey is when you find something that not only works, but is also sustainable. I went into college, and in my freshman year of college, I gained 30 pounds. But I remember that there was angling myself in every different direction when I was taking photos to feel confident. And that's because I was eating everything in sight and I didn't have any self-control in that space. And so for years, I fluctuated between being, you know, plus 30, minus 15, plus 20, minus 30. And it was a constant cycle of me not being able to figure it out. It's so hard. It's so hard to feel that way. So even when I started getting a little bit more popular on social media and I started being invited to the photo shoots, guys, a lot of these influencers are tiny. Oh my God. And so you're now at where you think that you are in the healthiest mind and healthiest body that you've ever been in. You're still feeling so insecure. And you know, that is again of not truly figuring out something that works for you, that makes sense for you. We are so influenced by social media and so influenced by what the fuck everybody else is doing. We get so caught up in that and we never figure it out for ourselves, and we wonder why we're not able to sustain this. No one wants to feel that way about themselves ever. And it is one of those things where you truly have to take some time and you have to have compassion and patience, and you have to understand that in figuring that out is going to come a lot of failures. And they're not failures, right? They're just lessons, but you will figure it out. And the only reason why you wouldn't figure it out is if you quit.